Some folks buy a carry gun, shove it in whatever plastic comes free with the purchase, and wonder why it bruises ribs, leans like a tower, or freaks relatives out the first time a cover garment slides. Others spend small fortunes, convinced price alone cures discomfort, only to wind up with a shoebox full of retired holsters. Begs the question, how do you find one that actually fits your body, disappears under real clothes, and doesn't make you hate carrying? In this video, we'll talk about 15 rigs that actually work, why they're worth your dollars, and how to match each one to real-world bodies and wardrobe choices. But real quick, before we get to our breakdown, let's answer one of the most common questions newbies ask. What are the things that make a good holster? Let's start with complete trigger coverage. That single feature stops keys, coat toggles, and seatbelt tongues from slipping inside the guard and setting off a ballistic surprise. Retention follows. In a safe room, unload the pistol, reholster, and flip the entire assembly upside down. If gravity wins, toss the holster. Comfort enters next, and comfort is geometry. A longer holster can feel better than a stubby one because extra length spreads pressure across the pelvis, lets the muzzle clear soft tissue, and stabilizes the slide so it doesn't ever lever outward when you bend. Ride height matters as well. Too low, the grips dig into the belt, blocking a proper fit. Too high, and the muzzle prints through a shirt like a phone in skinny jeans. People who have been carrying concealed for a while quickly point out another truth. No holster compensates for a weak belt. A double-layered nylon or stiff leather belt locks the clip in place so the draw stroke is a clean handshake instead of a tug of war. Finally, appreciate how body shape influences carry zones. Appendix is fast, concealable, and safe with modern striker pistols, but it punishes sloppy placement. Hip carry feels intuitive and pleasant for long walks, though it prints when you lean forward. 5 o'clock suits those who sit all day, yet it begs for a cant that aims the muzzle away from kidneys and keeps the magazine from telegraphing through an untucked shirt. Shoulder, ankle, and belly bands solve clothing and medical limitations, but each brings its own training demand. If you remember those fundamentals, every review that follows will click the moment you picture your own waistline. And with all that out of the way, let's start with potbelly-friendly rigs. PHLster Enigma Express. PHLster Enigma Express sells for $159.99 and looks nothing like a holster at all. Picture a sturdy fabric belt and a small plastic chassis that locks to nearly any Kydex shell built around the popular mod wing footprint. Slide that chassis behind your waistband, cinch the built-in belt across your natural waist, above the jeans button most of us ignore, and the gun floats, independent of pant sag or belt thickness. Larger shooters love that trick because the muzzle rides higher, avoiding the thigh when seated, while the grip lives in a pocket of air created by a wedge that ships in 3 densities. Add a soft sidecar magazine pouch if you miss a spare, or run the pistol solo for maximum ventilation. Mission First Tactical Pro Series. The Mission First Tactical Pro comes in at $89.99. Its shell embraces the slide with an integral vertical wedge, molded right into the body, so you don't chase aftermarket foam that peels when humidity strikes. A small neodymium magnet at the mouth keeps the pistol captured during vigorous movement, yet releases cleanly once you hit the draw angle. Veterans grin at that feature because magnets never clog with lint or loosen like screws, and the barrel stabilizer cast into the spine keeps long slides from seesawing out when a belly presses inward. Add 15 degrees of cant and a sweat guard tall enough to shield optic plates, and you gain a rig that flat tummies endorse, yet heavy carriers swear fixes appendix misery. ComfortTac Ultimate Belly Band. ComfortTac Ultimate Belly Band carries a modest $36.99 price tag. Soft neoprene, perforated for airflow, circles the midsection like a wide athletic brace. The pocket swallows anything from a Micro 9 to a government-length 1911, and the stretch allows pot-bellied shooters to stage the firearm just off the midline where shirt fabric drapes instead of clings. A spare magazine sleeve rides opposite, balancing weight so the band never tries to spin. Because the clipless design grips the torso, you can wear gym shorts, scrubs, or even pajamas when late-night knocks send you to the door. Gun & Flower G3C Kydex IWB. The G3C lists at $18.99, but refuses to behave like bargain bin gear. A broad polymer clip sinks deep and includes ridges that bite fabric even when no belt is present. Heavy carriers often resort to elastic waistbands at home, and this holster answers that reality. A sculpted claw rotates the grip inward, and the retention bump around the ejection ports holds the pistol through lawn chair lounge test. One reviewer who admitted a 42-inch waist said the rig let him drive across 2 provinces without loosening a buckle. Praise few economy shells receive. CrossBreed Modular Belly Band. This belly band costs $69.95 and merges a genuine Kydex half shell with elastic comfort. Velcro on the back of the pod mates anywhere along the band, so users with generous midsections position the gun just above the belt line where the torso is flatter. CrossBreed includes accessory Velcro patches for medical kits or phone pouches, turning the band into a minimalist chest rig under a fishing shirt. Because the half shell fully guards the trigger, reholstering is safe, answering the chief complaint trainers level against pure elastic designs. Next up, Appendix holsters. CYA Supply Ridge. CYA Supply Ridge retails at $59.74. The shell is slim enough that a shirt drapes naturally, yet thick enough to deliver a positive click when seating the pistol. CYA includes 3 wing sizes in the package. New carriers start with a medium wing and swap until the grip disappears while still clearing the heel of the hand on the draw. Spring steel clips from discrete carry concepts, grip ordinary belts, and even heavy sweatpants waistbands, so the rig doubles for range day and lazy Sundays. Harry's Holsters Infiltrator. The Infiltrator commands $97.75, and this price buys some really thoughtful shaping. The muzzle end curves, eliminating the squared-off point that stabs thighs in deep bends. The slim shell wraps far enough past the ejection port that slide serrations never touch skin. Instead of bolting on a separate claw, Harry molds a rising fin under the trigger guard. That slope presses on the belt from inside the pants, rotating the grip while sliding smoothly over elastic waistbands. Adjustable holes let shooters raise the clip or cant the shell, enabling a low ride for compact guns or a neutral ride for full-size optics-ready slides. Stealth Gear Ventcore 1.0. The Ventcore 1.0 by Stealth Gear sits at $99. 5 layers: synthetic suede, open cell foam, stainless mesh, more foam, and a moisture-wicking outer skin form the backer, offering a combination of structure and flexibility that molds to the body with time. Air circulates through the mesh, a blessing in muggy climates where leather eventually mildews and foam-only designs trap sweat. Because Stealth Gear uses polymer overhooks, you can tuck a button down and pretend nothing lurks beneath, even when seated in a boardroom or out to dinner. Detach one of the hooks and the holster masquerades as a typical single-clip appendix rig for times you trade the office for shorts and flip-flops or need minimal printing under lighter fabrics. Optional shells accept weapon lights, such as the Streamlight TLR7 Sub, serving carriers who refuse to give up target identification in low light or want to maintain compatibility with their EDC flashlight setup. Rounded Gear Plus line. This one-piece holster's Kydex body features an open muzzle, so threaded barrels or compensators vent freely without catching. A rigid monoblock clip relies on bite rather than spring tension, making the holster surprisingly stable on cloth belts or even yoga pants, and it resists vertical slippage during abrupt movement. Ride height shifts by moving the clip screws through a slotted track, allowing users to find their preferred grip angle for rapid indexing. The molded claw is sized for compact pistols, ensuring it does its job without widening the footprint or causing pressure hotspots along the waistband. Retention screws hide inside recessed wells so nothing scratches the slide during maintenance or reholstering, even when carried with a red dot optic or suppressor height sights. This thoughtful detail preserves both function and finish on carry guns that see daily use. It's got an MSRP of $61.95, which isn't as expensive as other premium holsters on this list, but what if you're budget strapped? Alien Gear Photon. The Alien Gear Photon offers a versatile package at $44.88. The shell ships with 2 sets of hardware. One converts the rig to strong side OWB, the other outfits it for inside the waist use. Ambidextrous slots mean left-handers lose nothing, with no compromise in comfort or accessibility. Add the optional polymer sidecar, and the Photon becomes an appendix system with independent ride and cant adjustments for both magazine and pistol, making fine-tuning easy for varied torso shapes. The shell covers optics, and specific models accept popular micro lights, like the TLR7 Sub or Surefire XSC, giving users with equipped sub-compacts a rare all-in-one solution. Reviewers who carry daily appreciate how easily it swaps roles between carry styles, depending on weather or wardrobe. Only a missing sweat guard keeps it from costing twice as much, though a thin undershirt usually offsets that drawback during warmer months or long days in concealed carry setups. Pole.Craft Glock 19 IWB. There's a good chance you own a Glock 19 because it's possibly the most popular pistol in North America, second only to the SIG P365. If you do own a G19, the Pole.Craft Glock 19 IWB is a great budget option for just $25.99. Hardened Kydex wraps the trigger so firmly that the unloaded pistol, holster, and clip can be shaken above a concrete floor without surrendering the firearm. Ventilation cutouts around the mag release protect the button from accidental drops, yet let perspiration escape, which helps reduce rust buildup on contact points. Motorcycle riders appreciate that the deep clip angle sets the pistol slightly below the belt, shielding it from wind shear during high-speed travel and making it less likely to snag jackets or gear. The company even smooths every edge, avoiding the sandpaper sensation cheaper clones inflict on skin or shirt hems. Concealment Express IWB Kydex. Concealment Express IWB Kydex lands at $41.95 and invites tinkering. The adjustable retention bushing lets carriers fine-tune draw stroke with a single Phillips screwdriver. The clip angle slants forward out of the box, rotating the grip into the torso, handy for 3 o'clock carry, yet the slot allows repositioning to a neutral angle for Appendix use. Users with limited workspace claim they drilled extra clip holes to achieve near-custom ride heights, a creativity the rigid shell tolerates without cracking or warping. The edges come reasonably smooth, but a few passes with a fine grit sandpaper make it glide easier over skin or shirt items. But if you're looking for a holster for other carry methods, LPV Ankle Holster. The LPV Ankle Holster, priced at $39.99, tackles the age-old complaint that ankle rigs slide south once sweat soaks elastic. The secondary calf strap fastens above the muscle belly, anchoring the holster so firmly that warehouse employees on 10-hour shifts report forgetting the gun exists until the drive home. The neoprene body carries both pistol and magazine. Because the design keeps weight up high, the holster resists swinging out during sprints or sudden direction changes. Velcro closures allow fine adjustment without fraying prematurely, and the twin-point contact keeps even compact double-stack pistols ready during ladder climbs, brisk walks, or crouched inspections in tight storage rows. AIKATE Deep Concealment Shoulder Rig. AIKATE Deep Concealment Shoulder Rig costs $18.99, yet serves yard patrols, lengthy truck drives, and coat weather strolls. Stretch nylon distributes weight without cutting the armpit, and the generous Velcro panels permit incremental tightening, so women or barrel-chested men achieve the same fit. Holster and mag pouch swap sides, accommodating left-hand draws or dual carry setups for balance. The fabric does hold heat, so a lightweight undershirt is wise in July, but for winter carry under a flannel, the rig vanishes beneath layers and remains comfortable. But really, when it comes to comfort, nothing beats leather holsters and hybrids. So now let's look at those. 1791 Gunleather Fair Chase Deerhide IWB. This Deerhide IWB holster lists at $59.99. Ethically sourced whitetail hide arrives supple, with rounded edges that refuse to abate skin even on long drives or high-rep range sessions. The metal clip lives on a reinforced leather strip, ensuring it never peels away from the body after repeated draws or hard daily use. Because deer hide resists stretching better than cow, retention remains tight once break-in completes and doesn't loosen unpredictably over time. Carriers who train often appreciate the holster's interior mouth reinforcement, which preserves an open cavity for safe reholstering without you having to chase the opening with the muzzle or needing to remove the holster entirely. Hidden Hybrid Single Clip. The Hidden Hybrid Single Clip sells for $89.95 and blends Amish steer hide with a .093-inch Kydex shell. Suede backing drinks sweat, and rounded perimeter edges save shirts from premature fray or wear during repeated holstering drills. The polymer clip allows shirt tucking and adjusts for ride height through 3 hole sets, so appendix, hip, or behind the hip carry all feel natural without compromising stability. Hidden Hybrid includes a small removable claw. Add it for appendix duty, leave it off for 3 o'clock. Optics owners will appreciate that an optional hood that shields red dot lenses from lint without complicating the draw or interfering with slide manipulation during malfunction clearing. Falco Compact Hybrid IWB. And last but not the least is Falco's Compact Hybrid, which carries a $95.95 price tag and arrives hand-stitched with European leather, color-matched thread, and the buyer's choice of monogram if vanity beckons. The leather sweat guard above the Kydex shell is thicker than average, preventing the slide from digging in when bending to tie boots or crouching into awkward positions. 2 claw heights ship with the holster. Short reins in the 3 o'clock position, tall rotates the grip for Appendix, and neither adds bulk because they share the same mounting screw as the clip. The curve baked into the leather hugs rounded waists, a small detail that keeps the grip angle consistent over a long day, whether you're sitting in a car, walking all afternoon, or working behind a desk. And those are 15 of the best CCW holsters on the market today. Drop a comment below with the holster that finally cured your drawer full of failures. Or maybe talk about that one model you regret most. While you're at it, please like, share, and smash that bell so you catch the next dive into belts, magazine carriers, and maybe some church carry tricks that leave ushers calm and wrongdoers confused. Thanks for watching.